Okay, let's dive in. Ever feel like your thoughts are just tangled? Like you could really use a way to get some quick clarity, maybe find a bit of insight, or just, get a better handle on things?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly what we're tackling today. We're digging into this based on material you sent us, specifically an article called The Power of Journaling: How Writing Can Change Your Life.
Right. So our mission here is to pull out the real core stuff from this piece. We're talking benefits, a little bit of the history behind it, and really the practical ways writing things down might actually make a difference in your life.
And the article really makes quite a case, doesn't it? It hits on everything: the psychological side, sparking creativity, helping with goals, even gratitude, and all the different ways you can actually do it.
It really does. It sort of reframes it.
Yeah.
Not just a diary, but more like a tool for figuring yourself out, for growth.
And it's not even a new idea, which is fascinating. The article points out people have used writing for reflection for ages. Think ancient Egyptians, Anne Frank, Samuel Pepys is mentioned.
Right, suggesting it's something pretty fundamental to how we process things.
Exactly. So, how does it actually work? Let's start with those psychological benefits the article highlights. What's going on when we, write stuff down?
Well, a big one seems to be managing that mental clutter. The article mentions studies, I think one from University of Texas, indicating that this kind of expressive writing can really cut down on stress.
Like literally getting it out of your head and onto the page or screen, it gives you some distance.
And that distance seems crucial. There was another study mentioned from psychological science showing it linked to lower anxiety. Like putting words to the worries helps you get a bit more control.
Instead of just feeling overwhelmed by this vague unease.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps you face that internal noise. The article frames it as helpful with depression too, not a cure, obviously, but a way to track negative thoughts.
So you can see the patterns,
Yeah,
identify triggers, maybe think through ways to cope more clearly.
exactly. It's really about building that self-awareness, knowing your own emotional landscape better.
Which leads right into self-reflection, another key point. Journaling as a conversation with yourself.
Yeah, making those inner conflicts or feelings tangible, something you can look at, analyze, instead of just being swept away by them.
And the article suggests practical ways, too, like using prompts, just simple questions to get you thinking, maybe spot patterns.
Or even just dedicating specific time for it, creating that space.
Okay, so once you've maybe quieted the noise a bit, understood things better, the article then links this clarity to creativity.
Right. Techniques like free writing, just letting thoughts flow without filtering, that can help bypass your inner critic, maybe surface some new ideas.
Prompts come in here, too, kind of nudging your imagination.
And then from ideas, it moves to action, goal setting, tracking progress.
Writing goals down makes them feel more solid, doesn't it? The source even mentions using things like SMART criteria.
Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. Much easier to do that when it's written down and you can actually review it.
And tracking progress in the journal itself. It gives you that record, lets you see the small wins, make adjustments.
Yeah, it turns abstract hopes into something more like a plan.
Then there's one more really powerful angle, cultivating gratitude.
Simply listing things you're thankful for. The article explains how that can actually shift your perspective. Focus on what you have, not what's missing.
And it cites research suggesting this boosts emotional health, resilience, even relationships by appreciating others more.
Which is pretty significant. And one of the really practical points is that there's no single right way.
Right. It covers different styles like the structured bullet journal or maybe more visual artistic journals.
Or just using digital tools, whatever works.
Of
The key is finding a style that clicks for you.
course, it does mention challenges, maybe feeling judged or just finding the time.
But it offers simple tips too. Create a safe space. Start really small, just a few minutes. Use prompts if you're stuck.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway from this source?
Well, the article's conclusion is pretty clear. It takes commitment, sure, consistency, but the potential for real transformation, better emotional intelligence, finding clarity, it's significant.
It presents journaling as this journey, really. Cultivating awareness, documenting your own path.
So maybe something to consider trying. Even starting small, finding a style that feels right.
Definitely. And based purely on what we explored in the article today, here's a final thought to leave you with.
If just the act of writing down your thoughts can have such a profound effect on your perspective, your emotions, even your ability to reach goals, what deeper parts of yourself might you uncover or unlock that you aren't even aware of right now?